Good morning, everybody. Probably should have shot this intro a few minutes earlier. I got out to the garage and I just started working away, and it hit me. I probably ought to take a few frames and put it out on What You Doing, Bob, to let people know what I'm doing. Let me show you. This is what's left of the first batch of 59. It goes through this little couple of pieces of laminate here that are veneer that blocks it out. This is my new set of blanks over here. I've got them laid out, and what I'm doing today, you can see I've assigned blanks to each kit. Today what I'm doing is getting the tubes out, getting the blanks measured and cut, and I'm also assigning numbers to them so that I can keep track of which is which and who is who. This back row has been done. That's what I've got done so far this morning. I'm working on the rest of them, and hopefully, my hope is by the end of the day today to have every one of them cut to length, every one of them drilled out, tubes drilled in, and if I am really lucky, to have them barrel trimmed, because I'm going to take a couple days off work next week, and my plan is to spend the time in the shop just turn. So I'm trying to get batch 2 caught up with batch 1, because there is a little bit of overlap, and I can go ahead and, if I'm working on a 7mm pin, I can go ahead and pick up a 7mm pin from the other side of the of that little laminate Z that I had going there to separate them. I don't know that I'll shoot a video of these like I did, where I had making pins for a craft show and had all the pins. I don't think I'll go that far because I've already done it and it might get kind of boring. But if there are any specialty ones, and there really are, I've got a music pin over there, I've got some fly fishing pins, the dragon pins. I'm going to shoot individual videos on those. That'll be really cool. And I'm marking who sent them to me. I probably will do a follow-up video because I'm keeping track of all this. And at the very end of the first batch, I've got photos of the pins I made and the blanks that I received, and I'm going to just do a quick video thanking everyone, showing their pin, what I made with their blank. I probably will do that type of video because I just want to say thank you, because so many people have been so kind to me and sent me some wonderful blanks, and I do appreciate it. I'll follow up in a few minutes and show you how far I get today. Well, I got done assigning the wood blanks to everything, and I've got all of my pins marked in my book. There were 32 additional pin kits, 2 pizza cutters, and then of course something I haven't added yet. I got about a half a dozen bottle stoppers that I found up in the loft, and I'm going to go ahead and work on those, but I'll do the pizza cutters and the bottle stoppers at the very end. Let me show you what the table looks like now. Everything has its blank. Everything has a number assigned to it, so I know what it is and who sent it to me. Blanks are all cut to length. Tubes are all sanded and scuffed up, ready for glue. What I'm going to do now is break out my drill bits and start drilling holes in all these blanks. Then we'll get those tubes glued in. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get as much done today as I thought I might. I got everything ready to be drilled, and I started drilling, and I got one blank, or one little piece of a blank drilled right here. This is a piece of African blackwood. It's going to be for the black end of a teacher's pen. I don't know if you've ever seen a teacher's pen or not, but they have black ink on one end, red on the other. So I've got that black ink ready to go. I also put out a request on Facebook asking if anyone had any Bubinga or Red Heart or Bloodwood to let me know. I'd buy a blank from them, and I'd pay shipping to get it sent here. And the gentleman's name just zipped out of my head. I can't remember what it was now, and I apologize. But I got contacted by a fellow that said, hey, I've got some Bloodwood. I'll send you a blank. And I asked him, hey, what do you need for it? What do you think shipping's going to be? And he's like, hey, I've learned so much from you over the years. I just want to send it to you to say thank you. How do you respond to that? I mean, you have no idea how that makes me feel inside, that someone would say something like that and do something like that. I mean, I know a blank is $2, shipping's probably $4, you're talking $6. It's not a great deal of money, and if someone needed something from me, I would do the same thing. I would send it to them and not ask for it, but, I can't explain how that makes me feel. It's very, very heartwarming. But I did, when I got done drilling that blank, I went and had some lunch, grabbed a shower, and I went to Turner's Club. And let me show you a few things that happened at Turner's Club. One of the buddies from my club, his name is Corey, he brought me this roll of paper. and what this can be used for. Corey came over to my shop and he and I worked. He wanted to know a little bit more about turning pins and asked me if I could help him kind of get started, show him a few things. So I did, and we turned a pin together, and he turned his first pin, and he was able to leave the shop with the pin. He was pretty happy about it. But one thing he noticed was I always keep all this scrap cardboard over here, and I'm always gluing up with that. Well, he had this roll of paper, and it was going to go in the dumpster, so he grabbed it, and he's got one for himself too, but he brought it to me so I could just tear off a piece of paper, throw it down on my bench here, and I could do my glue up with this paper. So it was very thoughtful of him, and I definitely appreciate that, and I will use this. I'm pretty excited about having it and being able to, to not have to keep all that cardboard laying around. Also, one of the guys brought in these items. He brought in a whole bunch of calipers, different types of calipers. There was a turner who was getting out of turning, and he's an old member of the club, and he gave this to Dennis to bring in, and Dennis brought it in, and I've got some inside calipers, and these will be nice for on the end of a turning to be able to mark for like a tenon or whatever. So I'm pretty happy to have those in my shop. And this is like a worm screw. It's missing the front part, but there's a piece that goes in there, and there's a set screw that holds it in, and you can screw a piece of wood on there and turn it. Now I can probably go to the hardware store, I'll find out what size that hole is, buy a bolt and cut the head off of it, and put it in there. The set screw's still inside of this, and I've got a nice little worm screw for, faceplate turning, anything I might want to turn. Donald Osborne sent this to me, and it's kind of funny. He sent it to me, and unfortunately it got lost for a few days, and tonight I found it. So this is some what I've been doing in the shop with all of my pins, drilling them out and cutting them and everything. I sent Donald some of the shavings, and he turned this blank for me, and I'll be turning that soon to see how it works out. And Jim Eller saw me turn the palm blank that I had the white palm, and he contacted me and said, "Hey, I've got some black palm. I'll send you some black palm. Let's see what you do with that." So I've got these 3 killer blanks. I mean, look at that stuff. It's awesome. He says it turns a lot like that white palm did. It's difficult, but I'm excited about turning it. Can't wait to give it a shot. So I got no complaints. I mean, this has been a great day for me. Wonderful day. We do not have a soccer game tomorrow, so I'm hoping tomorrow after work to get out in the shop and maybe get all of my drilling done. And if I'm lucky, keep your fingers crossed for me, get all the tubes glued into these blanks. Because I'm taking Wednesday and Thursday off work, and my plan is to turn. And if I've got anything unusual, I'm going to shoot some video footage, and maybe I'll have a video or two for you guys. I'm also off work Friday and Monday, but Friday and Monday is fall break for the kids, so the kids are out of school, so we're going to be doing some family stuff and just kind of hanging out and having fun with the kids. It'll be nice to have a couple days off. And then I've also got Tuesday of next week off work, which is going to be another shop day. So I've got 3 full shop days coming up here within the next 7 days. Is that right? No, 7, 8, within the next 9 days. So I'm really excited. So this update got super long. I apologize. I try to keep things on this channel short, but man, so much cool stuff is going on, and I really just wanted to share it with you guys. So everyone, thank you for following along. Have a great evening. I look forward to seeing you again real soon, and with having that much time off work, hopefully I'll be able to shoot quite a few videos for this channel too. Take care, everybody, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.